Alright, so we have a gold soldier on Nepal. Okay, a little bit of a rough team comp. Might not help us the most, but we could see what we can work out of it. Thankfully, gold is still kind of the level where if you're really popping off, you can aim well, you can kill your enemies well, you'll probably still climb, even if the rest of your team is determined to not climb. So like Diva's on the point alone right now, and in fact she even has the Discord orb from your Zen, and the only person that can heal her is Ana. So you kind of have two right choices now. You could go for Diva, or you could go for Ana, and still you can even stay in pretty much your exact same position almost. But shooting anyone who's back here is a bad choice. There's really nothing back there for us that's going to help us succeed. Either melt the Diva or box out the Ana. So you're walking up to the Ana right now. Like, you can see her shots across your screen. Like, just look. There's the shot. There's a nade. There's another shot. Like, that Ana just came and killed you so easily. Or should have killed you so easily. Because you had, like, no awareness that she was there. And then also, like, fighting an Ana like that, you either have to be confident in your aim, or you have to have your rockets, your cooldowns, so you can kill her. But like, it's kind of crazy that she's not dead yet, or that she did any of that to you, really. You just gotta have more awareness of where she was. Which you should have, because her shots were coming across your screen. Alright, so almost the entirety of your team is dead. So should we be here or should we be running away? The choice is definitely running away. We threw our healing station down when we were almost full health and we had Zen's orb on us. So we wasted our healing station, so now it's a 15-second cooldown. Someone's behind you. That's crazy. If you don't play with like headphones on or something, you have to. You could hear, first off, you can see the Junkrat right there, but you could hear the Junkrat and the Tracer come right up to you. Like, you can hear that, right? So far, what's holding you back more than anything is that you have had zero awareness. You haven't had awareness of who you should shoot for, when you should run away, when you should know that there's enemies right next to you.
Experience tranquility.
Nice, but we used our Helix rockets on a broken mech. So now we have a long cooldown again for one of our most important abilities. Imagine if we could have used them to get this Ana. So like here, this is a great example. This is so extra, everything you do. Like, as soon as she gets here, any Helix rocket will take her out of mech. So you're doing this dance, you're throwing your healing station down, going through a full reload, and then we rocket her mech again, which does nothing. So yeah, so far, and I don't know if this is going to stay throughout the whole game, because I think there's 2 more rounds, it looks like, by the time. Your awareness is terrible, and it will hold you back so much because you just don't know what's going on, which is like one of the foundations. Like that, you could have the best aim in the world, be using an aimbot, but if you don't know who to shoot at, you don't know where your enemies are, it's not gonna matter. Like, you should have had to run away there like 3 times over. Because if that Zarya was using her mic and she just said, oh, there's a soldier here, their team would have came and killed you so easily. It's the right choice to run away here. Literally 4, 5 now of your teammates are dead. It's the right choice to keep running. Like if their team wanted to push you, they so easily could. We didn't hear that the brig was still on the side. I know there was a lot going on here, and that's why sometimes you have to go even further back. But actually here, you can hear that she's still on that side if you listen for her footsteps. And like there, like do we not hear the tracer behind us? You can hear her land. There it is. There it is. So we don't turn around, and then she kills our Ana. The Ana was probably literally expecting you to save her. And I don't blame Ana. That's what I would expect too. Like there, you were so worried about the baby diva that there was a Genji farming you and could have easily killed you if your Zen wasn't looking out for you. So when you're a soldier, and the same thing applies when you're a Reaper, a couple other heroes too. Big shatter here. Why do we visor? You could have just stood even right where you were and just shot. It wouldn't have mattered. It doesn't increase your DPS enough to make up for any aim or, you know, the time it takes to arm it like this. When you could have literally just stood right where you were, shot him a couple times, a couple bullets over there, and Helix Rocket over there, and you would have guaranteed 2 kills and still had your visor. Instead, we get our visor done, and by the time it's really going, right about now, they're starting to stand up. So we only get 1, and now we're right in front of a brig. Like, that's crazy. We used our visor and got less out of it than if we wouldn't have used our visor. Okay, so we didn't wall really anything off there. So if we're going to play Mei, one of the best parts of playing Mei is our wall, and yet we didn't really wall anything important. And then even when we cryoed, we were in a tiny bit of danger, yeah, but we should have... The cryo didn't end up mattering there because your team just got farmed right behind you, and they were still healing you, actually. And like now, your Zen is fragging on point, your team's still fighting on point, and you just walled yourself off. You can't even join the fight until it was too late. Your team essentially fought this 5v6. And almost won. Like, this would be a great time to use your wall. You can see your hog hooks someone. Genji, it looks like. So wall him off right here. Wall off the choke. He can't get any healing. Harder for him to escape. Depending on the hero, some of them can't even escape. Look at that. If he would have been walled off, imagine how great that would have been. Instead, here you are standing. Doing what? Like you're cryoing when you know your Zen is ulting on point. You can hear it, and you can see it even. Right there. But instead you stay here, and then have to cryo. Yep. Okay. So I generally like to give a top 3 things that you could work on at the end of a VOD, but I would actually rather give you 3 all on the same thing. The one thing you need to fix before anything else is your awareness. And so 1, start paying attention to the sounds. Whatever that is, you may have to, turn off the in-game music is a very common one. Really helps you hear the sounds more. If you're playing with music or something, you may have to stop playing with music to work on that. If you can listen to the sounds, you have a very large advantage. You don't have to. Like, that's not like a prerequisite of ranking up. But if you can, it just gives you so much information. 2, make sure that you are having some sort of awareness of where your allies and enemies are. Like, you had an Ana next to you who ended up sleeping you and almost killing you, which is crazy because you didn't even know she was there, and if you did, you just ignored her. So make sure you have some sort of awareness of where your allies and enemies are. And then 3, have awareness of what's going on with your abilities. Don't use your Helix rocket on a broken Diva mech, which you did a couple times. Don't use your healing station when you're getting healed anyway. There's just such better use of your abilities and having awareness of when to use them. So awareness is going to be your number 1 thing, and if you fix that, then maybe get another VOD, because that will in itself is your biggest issue right now.